Hi everybody, welcome back to Sipsco Coast. Here we are, just overlooking Brown Dong Bay, and the site for where the new downtown area is going to be. We still have some work to do. We got a whole bunch of stuff to do actually today. Some mods that people made that have been fixed apparently that we can try out, which would be fun. We'll continue building this downtown area and dealing with any sort of natural disasters that occur along the way. I'm not sure if this is amazingly planned. In fact, I'm fairly positive it's not amazingly planned. But I think for now, it's sort of working. And it's looking nice anyway. That's the main thing. It's gotta look nice, right? If it looks nice, it doesn't matter. Look at Holy Crap looks nice. There's like some sort of crime spree happening in this park in Holy Crap. Might need to think about getting some more cops up here. We got Satansville. We got Bagelsville. We got good old Donutsville and the Final Fantasy VII Memorial off-ramp system. Everybody is, using these sort of like 6-lane roads, which is quite nice. And then we get them on the highway to get them out of the city or further down into downtown. We're going to need some off-ramps all along here so that people can get into the downtown area. And then as we're sort of building it out and sort of filling in this space with roads and stuff, we'll have more ways for people to access the downtown area. Before we do that, let us look at some of these mods. I think this is the new improved Satansville sign. I could be wrong. It might just be a bunch of glorious butches again. We'll have to see. We got some other stuff as well, which I think might be not in here and probably not in paths either. It's okay. We will find it. We will try the Satansville sign for starters anyway, because it would be nice if... oh my god. Oh, look! It's already automatically replaced them. There we go. Okay, there's too many though. Hang on a second. We need to get rid of some of these signs. Okay, we'll switch this sign off. Look. Pew! Oh my god. The people of Satansville are just going crazy right now because Pencil Dick shut down that sign. And it wasn't very nice. Okay, so the Satansville sign is now working. We're gonna have it here. And it's no longer like a covert bunch of butches. Look at this. No longer is it just butches. It is now a proper sign that says, "Welcome to Satansville, you may never leave," which is of course hidden by a butch. So actually it just says, "You may never," and people coming into the little village or whatever say to themselves, "You may never? Sounds good to me. Let's keep going." And then of course they end up getting sacrificed and killed and whatnot, and it's all bad, but at the same time, very good. Now, there's another thing in here. I don't know if I have to like unlock it or whatever, if it just comes under like here possibly. I can't see it. It was something else for Satansville. I know Satansville is getting like a lot of love right now, but I can't seem to find it. So if I happen across it later, I will plop it down. But for now, maybe it's like power? No, it's not power. It's a dam. Maybe it's just like hidden in one of these. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Like if it was considered like education or something. I don't think it is somehow. Anyway, like I said, if I find it, I find it, and then we can use it. But for now, I can't actually find it. So there you go. All right, how are we doing traffic-wise? We're doing good. I don't think we need to sort out any more traffic up here. It's probably not ideal that there's a million off-ramps leading directly into the suburbs of Donutsville here. And of course, the people of Donutsville are probably pretty furious about the whole thing as well. But there's not a lot of traffic congestion. There's just a lot of noise pollution entering Donutsville now. But they're used to it. They're used to just parties all the time anyway. Because, I mean, once you get the sprinkles on that glaze, trust me, people go crazy and they get loud. And when people are loud and crazy, there's no stopping them. They're out of control. And that's pretty much what's happening in Donutsville 24/7, 365 right now. All right. Disney World Florida is starting to, abandon buildings, and I think that's going to happen as the city becomes educated and people are looking for more office jobs. There is a little tiny bit of demand for industry, but we probably could get away with building more office buildings and moving people into them to work in them, particularly the people of Satansville. I think, personally, the people of Satansville would love that. All right, well, great. The rest of the city seems okay, except for, mounting trash problems and a couple of vacant buildings in Disney World, Florida. So let's get back to planning. We're going to get back to planning down here. We need some off-ramps and stuff. So this road just, sort of goes back onto this. I'm not sure if this is any good, really, but we'll see. The game is telling me to grow the city, which I have been doing, actually. trying my best, actually, to grow the city. It's not always easy, it's gotta be said. Alright, we're gonna have a on-ramp from here as well, so that if people want to, they can get the Christ out of here. And then, of course, well, I don't know if having this off-ramp at the end of this is any good, actually, because there might be a lot of traffic backing up here for people trying to get on, and then that'll prevent them from getting up to here as well. I think generally what people do is they sort of have, well, I don't know, that's going the other way. I mean, we could have something come all the way under here and maybe connect up. That might be better, actually, if we have... Actually, yeah, let's do that. We're going to get rid of this just for now. We might put it back after. Look, we're going to connect this up. It's going to look nice, too. I've got an idea for this. All right, so we'll have something like this. This is going to go right into the downtown area here, okay? And then what we'll have is, because it's not something that we have much of at the moment, we're going to have a big roundabout right downtown. Oh, my God. This is going to be crazy. I don't know if it's going to be right here. We could probably actually delete that and have it. So we want a big roundabout right here. Oh, this is going to be nice. And this is sort of symbolic of the donuts and the bagels inside the Sipsco Coast area. So look, we'll have this like this, and then we'll connect it up to those other big roads. And then also we can have some on and off ramps right onto this big, huge roundabout. Right? It's like the sort of wheel that controls the whole city. If it even works out that way. It may not actually work out that way, but we're going to try it, by God, because it looks nice, doesn't it? Look at that. There's like a big... it looks amazing. Okay, if we can pull this off, it's going to be incredible. All right, so currently, all this traffic can go into here and then go this way. And, of course, they can come off here as well, which is quite useful, too. What we'll do is, instead of having... this one going up like this and this one going down like this, we'll have some on and off ramps from the highway. So the highway is going back this way. So if anybody wants to actually get onto the highway from here, that's fine. So if they go around, they're going to go around this way. They're going to come all the way around, and then they'll just sort of gracefully exit the downtown area like so. It's not quite straight, actually. Well, it's not that it's not straight, it's just not curving the way that I want it to curve, and I'm very particular about my curves. I mean, in-game and also in real life as well. Okay, that's a little bit better. That sort of curves a little bit nicer, and then there's just sort of this dead area in between here. Okay, so that's fine. That's going to go that way. Of course, we want people to be able to get off onto this as well. And we made this space in the middle so that people could potentially do that. I don't know if this is actually going to work. It might be a bit too cramped in here. No, it's not. Look at that. They can come right off and they can get right onto here. This is great. Okay, so we'll have something like this so that they can go onto here and they can join this roundabout on the outside, of course. All right, so there's a way to get out of the city that way. And there's a way to... Are they coming into the city this way? Yes, they will. They'll come down here, and then they'll come off this way. So we also want a way for them to... And maybe not from the donut, but we want a way for them to join back onto this going this way. Somewhere from the donut, but we'll figure that out after. For now, let us get... is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? I want the tree one, I guess. Okay, we'll go for the tree one. And we'll go for the curves as well. Okay, that works. And then we'll have it sort of connect back up to here like so. It's a bit of a weird curve, but we've got to fix it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I spent so much time doing this kind of stuff, fixing these like bad curves and stuff. I just feel like, okay, that's a little bit better actually. All right, so we have this sort of road that comes down. It's a 6-lane two-way road that comes down and in, connects up to this intersection, or well, it's not an intersection, it's a massive roundabout. Is anyone... Okay, great. Somebody's actually using this crazy roundabout now and going back down onto there. Okay, great. That looks pretty nice. Okay, we can work with that. We will work with that anyway. Okay, so we want like a coast road that comes down like this. We want it to like follow all the way around. This is going to take a little while to plan out, but once it's planned out, we can start filling it and it's going to look great. All right, we'll have this come down like this. We want people to be able to cruise along the coast wearing their sunglasses in their convertibles on Brown Dongs Bay, because I think that that's going to be nice. We can even set like a district for Brown Dongs Bay or whatever. It's going to be fantastic. We'll have this sort of like follow up like this, and then we'll have it connect up to here. Okay, so that's one great big road, and then we'll have a whole bunch of like little grids and stuff in here and fill it up with high density. It's gonna be fantastic. All right, so we'll go with like some like crazy roads in here, or actually, you know, we should probably stick to straights because we want to maximize the space in here. We want to use as much of it as we possibly can. So we'll go for something like that. I think it was like here. Yeah, okay, perfect. That's good use of space. We'll have this sort of come down here to here. That should be fine. That can come like that and like that. It's not straight. Oh, God damn it, I'm so angry now. It doesn't really... I don't think the traffic's going to get too bad down here. So it's probably not the end of the world if it's not like completely straight. And it's probably also equally not the end of the world if there's like lots of like T-junctions and intersections and stuff like that. We want to go for something like that, I guess, and like this. So we'll fill this up. This whole area will fill up with like high density stuff. It'll be pretty good. We also want, this is going off that way. So we want to have a way for these people to get off here and they'll go down there. Okay, yeah, that works. Okay, so we'll have something like this, I think. It'll go, is that okay like that? See, the thing that bugs me about the roads in this game, and I don't know if you guys agree with me, is this. See this? When you attach an off-ramp from a highway to a 6-lane two-way road, see there's this spot in the middle here, but what it does is it adds traffic lights to the whole strip of road, okay? So instead of just being able to have the off-ramp come down and join this road going down this way, they also have the chance to see like that, turn up as well. And that causes like huge traffic jams because sometimes you just want the traffic to flow one way. So like in this case, it joins this road that's going down this way, and that would be fine. They could get over here, they could get into the roundabout and then get off again if they wanted to or whatever. But the fact that they have the choice of going up here as well causes problems too. So you have to be sort of like with your off ramps and on ramps, you have to sort of plan them a bit better or whatever. It'd be cool if somebody made a mod where these like sort of the little bit in the middle of the roads actually you know, did something, like prevented this sort of thing from happening. It would be great to join an off-ramp to traffic flowing this way, but not have them able to go like up here, if you see what I mean. I'm probably not explaining that very well, but that's how I feel anyway. All right, so there's now an off-ramp there. We probably want some way for them to get on, maybe over here as well, possibly. So if they're going up this way, they might want to. And the thing is, I mean, here, it doesn't matter because the fact is, they can go either way anyway, so we might as well just make it here instead of like further down because it's going to be a big mess further down. It's just like more places for them to stop or whatever, and it's just like, it's really annoying. Okay, so if they can join up like here somehow, and that might actually work. So if we like start going up from here, yeah, so something like that, and they can go that way too. So it might get a little bit busy on this road, but that should work. So traffic coming this way can go down here, get into the city, get into Satansville or whatever. And then if people want to leave via this way, preferably from Holy Crap and Satansville, they can come up here as well. And of course, there's an off-ramp here and an on-ramp on this side, but no on-ramp on this side. Oh yeah, there is. There's an on-ramp here. All right. I mean, these areas don't get totally bogged down in traffic. It's mainly just the industrial areas in my experience where it just gets super clogged up with traffic and everybody goes crazy and gets mad and starts crying. The whole game just turns into just some sort of like poo-pooing crying simulator where you have to just appease like all of your crying citizens. No, I'm just joking. It doesn't quite get like that. In fact, actually, it doesn't get like that at all. You just end up having to spend a crazy amount of time managing traffic. And if you don't like managing traffic, and if you hate traffic, I would say that maybe this is the game for you, because literally like 95% of this game is just managing traffic and trying to fix bottlenecks and stuff like that. But for me, that's awesome. I love that. All right, so let us continue with this sort of grid sort of thing that I've been working on. I think we want to sort of... It's going a bit crazy now, isn't it? It's like sort of starting to get a little bit crazy. I mean, it's a nice crazy though. I like all these shapes and stuff down here. It's pretty cool. So we can maybe start to think about having something like this, which connects up. So this is like a big If you don't want to take the coastal route, you could take the under highway route, which is also nice as well. You look up and all you see is like the bottom of a highway. And some people like that, so that's fine. Okay, so let's go for... do we want to do something like this? I feel like, yeah, maybe we do. I'll have this like big square in here, and then we'll have just this big long road that comes down like this. And then we can maybe sort of think about connecting it up like down here instead. Something like that. Is this? Whoops. And we'll fill this all up with paths and parks and stuff too. We'll make this whole like downtown area super nice. Well, I mean, as nice as we can make it, considering all things considered, right? No? Okay, so it wants to, God, I'm talking like Buffalo Bill now. It wants to place the roads, or it gets the hose again. I don't want to get the hose again, so I'm going to try to place these roads sort of like this. I can come down like that. I can cross over like that. All right, there we go. Okay, it's really shaping up. We're actually filling in the space now, which is very good. Let's go like all curvy. We'll have like a curvy road that comes up like this, and this can be just like a nice little sort of, I don't know what I was even going to say, actually. I was going to say it could be like a nice French road, but I don't even know. Does that make sense? I mean, do French roads look nice like this? Do they curve, or do they just go straight? You tell me. If you live in France and you know about this kind of stuff, or if indeed you're offended by that, you'll have to let me know, because I have no idea. Okay, let's curve into here. So we can have like some sort of like curvy little sort of district in here, and we can call it like, I don't know, the shrine or something. We can call it some sort of shrine if we want to. It could, if it wanted to, maybe come back and connect here. Or come down here. Oh, look, we could have like a road in the middle. I mean, we probably want to be careful, because we probably want to use the in-between bits for like off-ramps and stuff like that. So actually, maybe this was a curve too far, possibly. We don't want to curve too much, because we want it to sort of come around like this and make as much use of this like inside space as possible. So there we go. We just got like this little round bit. Look, it almost looks like all we need is like a circle here and a circle here, and it just looks like a clown's face. Do we want to have a clown's face with just like some big like things of snot flying off onto a highway, or not? Look, I'll show you what I mean. Look, we'll get the old, the smaller. See, if we have like an eye here and then like an eye here, look, it does. It kind of looks like Krusty the Clown a bit, doesn't it? Do we want to have Krusty the Clown downtown? Leroy Brown? Probably not, actually. But it was fun to look at him for that brief moment anyway. All right, fine. How about trying to get some sort of road that goes like under these pillars? It's probably okay for a road to cut under the pillars like this, actually, but we don't want to occupy too much space in the road. Okay, great, that works. And then what we'll have is we'll have like a little sort of access to the roundabout here via off-ramp. There we go. That's nice. So that people can get onto there. It doesn't need to be a normal road, because we don't want the light. We don't want to have like a traffic light. We just want them to be able to join the roundabout without a traffic light. Because once you start adding traffic lights to a roundabout, well, the traffic just starts to pile up, and it's a goddamn mess, and everybody gets very, very upset. All right, we need the Sipsco Coast Waterworks Company to come in and do their thing. We're just going to lay pipe all over the place here. Super Mario is just like doing some sort of like disco moves in his grave right now, because I'm not laying this pipe properly at all. And of course, Super Mario himself is like the master of laying pipe, being a plumber and all. And he's not going to be too happy about this. But there you go. Super Mario, if you're watching this Let's Play series on YouTube about a city building game, and this is really bugging you, I'm sorry. Please don't sue me or do a class action against me. I have John Grisham on standby for any such eventualities, and I'm not afraid to call him up and pay him the massive amount of smackers that he requires to sort out all of my legal troubles. So I'm just saying, there you go. I replaced Nick Cage recently with John Grisham instead. I thought it was a good move, because John Grisham just seems to know a bit more what he's talking about when it comes to the law. Nick Cage, not so much. All right, great. So we're all piped up, at least for this like part anyway. And then we can start thinking about getting some stuff in here. It looks like we need offices. We need some dense commercial. We also need a bit of residential as well. So we should be good. So I think what we're going to do is use the paint thing. I don't think we really want anything along these big 6-lane roads. We want to keep those clear, so we can just line them with trees or whatever. And then coming into these kind of areas, we can have, you know, some stuff on these other roads, and that should be fine. So we can make some residential. We'll make some residential over here. Make some nice, great big towers of residents. It's gonna need all sorts of crazy services and stuff to get going. We'll make this one right next to the highway. We'll just like make, I don't know, it's all gonna start coming up. Of course, we need to like power it as well. We're gonna probably have to run a power line just for now from Satansville. Of course, the people of Satansville don't like to share their power with anybody, but they don't actually realize that they're attached to a grid. But don't tell them anyway. How are people in Satansville doing anyway, now that they've got the sign? Oh, look at all the people who sort of walk by the sign and stop at the sign and admire the sign. Do we want to have like a sneaky little sort of connection over to Bagelsville? Do you think that that's a wise idea? So that people can go sort of behind the sign and I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's a good idea. I feel like it'll sort of cause a bit of drama where there was no drama before. There we go, look at that. Now they're connected. It's like the in-between. It's like some sort of like mini cut. Look at that. Somebody's taking a dog into Bagelsville. It's probably like a hound of the night. It's going to set it loose on the poor people of Bagelsville, and they're not even going to know what's happened. Do we need to check on our trash and stuff? The situation for trash seems to be okay for now. Actually, we haven't looked at the rest of the city for a little while. Should we just do like a quick... It looks like something's burnt down. Nothing important, mind you. It's just like a house, I guess, in Bagelsville. I'm not saying I favorite Donutsville either. I'm just saying there was just one house in Bagelsville, and it's probably not the end of the world. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Holy crap. So we have apartment buildings. We have apartment buildings in which half of them look like they're sort of from Tropico. And that's probably because there's no services or anything here. One's burning down right now. Yeah, so it's at like the lowest possible thing. So once we get some parks and services in here, we should be fine. Let us get a great big fire station in here for these poor people. We're going to get a great big fire station in here. Actually, we're going to have it central on this intersection if possible. If it fits. The hell, it's not fitting. Okay, you can go there. And right across the street from the fire station, we're going to have a police headquarters as well. There. God, the people downtown are already living it up. Look at that. They're safe. They're covered for fire, covered for police. It's going to be fantastic. All right. Right across the road from all of this residential, let's have a whole bunch of commercial. And we're going to need a park in here at some point as well, because we want the land value to be like really good. We need like a downtown looking park though. And actually, we can maybe like think about having one of these blocks. Like maybe this block here can just be an entire park block. So we need to have something that looks sort of like downtown, like a plaza with picnic tables, sort of right in the middle. That might be nice, actually. Look at that. A plaza with picnic tables right in the middle there. And then we'll sort of have some paths and stuff that lead to it and from it and everything. Sort of tart it up a bit. It's got to be concrete paths, right? Like every time for downtown. Should we make them straight to here? They sort of don't match that, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, and then we can have like another sort of thing coming down. So we're like sort of like making the park look a bit different manually. Even though the grids are up, it doesn't look great with the grids. All right, let's get some trees in here. Oh, look, there's like some nice palm trees and stuff in here. Look, we'll just get a whole bunch of trees in here so that the people can come here and eat their lunch and just like, I don't know, sacrifice squirrels or whatever in the park if they want to. Or maybe even just read like a nice like book about raccoons or deer or whatever. There's a whole bunch of things that you could do in this park that I think everybody will greatly benefit from. Holy crap, this whole area is just exploding right now. Remember when I said that the traffic wouldn't probably be much of a problem down here? Look at this. It's already started. I guess all of this commercial is accepting deliveries and stuff. I'm not sure if once all of these cars have come in here initially, whether it'll still be snaking like this. I think it's because it's all built at the same time. Let's just give it a minute to sort of sort itself out if it can. I don't know if it can, actually. I don't know if it's ever going to be able to sort itself out. We probably want to encourage people to use this massive roundabout that's currently not being used because these off-ramps and on-ramps are being used instead. Let's just keep building. Who cares about all that, right? Am I right when I say that? Oh, probably not. Okay, let's get some office buildings in here then, all along here. And we'll have some residential, like on the coast here. And those will be like the super expensive ones. That's going to be like the Uncle and Dr. Phil stuff. We're going to get like some nice luxury condos here. Seafront luxury condos. Everybody's gonna go crazy. We'll get some like non-seafront luxury condos as well, which people will go probably less crazy for. These ones can all be like down here like this as well, and here too. This is like just like its own like sort of little neighborhood. Actually, all of this sort of works. That's fine. And we want like a tree line here to separate like the downtown part from Satansville. Oh my god, it's starting to come together a bit. Except for the traffic. I mean, the traffic is pretty awful. Well, I mean, I say that. It's sort of sorting itself out. These people realistically have been in a traffic jam for about 5 days now because of the game speed. That's not too bad. I mean, it could be worse, right? I mean, it could be a lot worse. Okay, so let's get some more dense commercial. We'll just have this whole line here, dense commercial. We'll get some dense commercial shoved in here as well. We're going to have to think about getting like a train line and a metro line, but there's still space for all that. And we haven't built anything in here yet, so we can maybe centralize like a stadium, train line, all like the touristy stuff in one area. Be pretty nice, like a central place for people to go to for that kind of stuff. We probably want some more residential along here. And then maybe we can have like just a tiny bit of office space here, and potentially here too, actually. Because of course, seafront office space and commercial and retail and all of that. Seafront, everybody wants to be on the seafront, don't they? It's like the best. Oh my god, is that the out? I almost built a new water thing. I think we're gonna need, well, we're probably gonna need 2 of these, if not more actually. So let's do that. We'll get 2 for now. We got tons of money, it doesn't really matter. Hook that all up. Our sewage treatment isn't incredible right now either, but we still don't have the water treatment plant. We're about to get it, which is gonna be fantastic. Do we want to? Oh my god, it's so bad. Look at how brown the dong is. It's just like super brown. We don't want to move these like they're fine in Satansville for now because the people of Satansville have become accustomed to having these in here, but we're gonna move all of this stuff out of here at some point. Try to clean up this Brown Dong Bay. Maybe like move it up into here. Well, it's just gonna come down here and pollute the rest of it instead. So I don't know. My god, it looks kind of messy, but it looks kind of nice at the same time. All right, so the traffic is still piling up. I think it's because is there only one way into this entire? Yeah, there is. There's pretty much just only one way into here. So I think if we could have like another off ramp, sort of further down here, this might actually help alleviate things. I think if we want, maybe do something like that. That work? Is anyone going to use the highway to get down here? Look, it's a lot quicker. Look, you guys don't have to be stuck in rush hour traffic for your whole lives. Come on down. Use the highway. Everybody's doing it. Look, see? People are going, oh my god. Oh, somebody's actually using this crazy roundabout to get out of the city right now. That's fantastic. Okay, so it looks like they're snaking their way through here and then back out this way, which is quite nice. Oh, look, there's a donut truck and some sort of bus. Like maybe it's a prison bus or something. Okay, look. So already, so people are coming down here. So we're going to have a couple of these, I think. So we're going to want maybe something here to just like more spaces for people to get off of the highway onto and closer to where they're trying to go and alleviate some of the traffic here because it's really starting to pile. Oh my god, look at that. The whole highway is just completely packed now. Oh my god. All right, so we'll probably have to fix that as well. Again, I mean, my traffic planning and urban planning is probably not incredible, but we'll get there. It's just going to be a case of sort of fixing it as we go. And of course, if your entire dick is somewhere in a distant galaxy far, far away, that's understandable as well. More power to you. Embrace that. Because just think, humans themselves haven't actually been much further than, well, the moon. But a part of your human body has made it further than any other astronaut will ever make it. And it's all because you've been watching me fail horribly at video games. So there's that as well. All right, great. Let's just go for, some more offices. Okay, fine. I didn't actually mean for it to be offices. I meant to click on this, but that works too. We'll get some commercial in here as well. Oh my god. This is good. It's gonna look nice when it's done. It's not gonna work though, I don't think, because of all the traffic, but we can come back and fix the traffic after. Really, it's not that much of a problem. Can they get down into here like this as well? They can. We could probably get them down into here too. I don't know if we necessarily... Oh, finally. Sewage treatment plant and crematoriums as well. Really good. 2 really big unlocks. And also new areas as well. We can unlock new areas, which is quite nice. Okay, great. Do we want to have I feel like, oh my god, look how slow it's gone. I feel like maybe we can do something like this as well. Just have like all sorts of like little connections into here, just to help give people options and places to go to clear out some of this. Oh, it's already starting to clear out. Look at that. Great. Okay, perfect. It's not so bad. I mean, it's still pretty bad, but we'll sort it out as we add more off-ramps and stuff like that. Wow, look at this. Holy crap. This is looking fantastic already. So we're starting to populate the downtown area. We're going to have to get a metro line. We're going to have to fix some traffic. We're going to get some trains and stuff in here as well to really get people down here. But it looks like more of the highway is being used for now, which is great. Do we want... That's an exit. These are all entrances into the city. That's... Currently, I think that's probably the only actual way out. So we might need to build some more ramps going back this way. But that should be okay for now. Great. Oh, man, I love all these like apartment buildings and stuff. They look so great. And once this area is all filled out and everything as well, it's going to look pretty good, I think. Excellent. All right, perfect. Well, so far so good-ish. It seems to be clearing up here, so that's good. And we'll be back. We'll be back next time for more Sipsco Coast. We'll be back finishing up downtown. We can maybe put it to the vote. Maybe my next campaign slogan will be Krusty Clown's face in the downtown. The clown downtown. That'll be my slogan for the next mayoral election. And everybody's going to be like, that's exactly what we need. We need a clown's face downtown. And everybody will be really happy about that. So... you let me know. Let me know if you want this to be an actual clown's face or just, you know, roads that don't form a clown's face. I don't know about you. I'm, like, kind of terrified of clowns, so there is that as well. All right, perfect. Okay, we'll go into, like, a scenic sort of... Oh, yeah, look at that. It's really coming together now. We're going to have to make, like, a district down here. Oh, and next episode as well, let's do some policies and stuff for some of the districts that we already have, because that would be nice, too. Great. All right, well, as usual, thanks very much for watching, and... I'll see you next time!